Hi everyone, welcome to our Circle and Salve Women. Today we're going to push strong with 6 main moves, but a shoulder roll in between 2 moves so that we can really recover in between moves. And don't forget, this is going to be 3 segments today, but you can always stop at whichever segment that you have time for. And so if you want to meet me at the finish line, great. If you want to stop at a segment and you feel like you've done your workout for today, that's awesome. Regardless, let's go ahead and get started and let's get moving.
All right, time to get on that stepper and reset. Now make sure you loosen up that body because we are going to do 2 moves in between the shoulder rolls, and there'll be 6 major moves. And so we want to make sure that our body's prepared. Stretch those calves, loosen those shoulders and that neck, and that way we will be best prepared for this workout. It's just going to be under 30 minutes, so we've got this, but let's make sure we're balanced. We will remember our breathing, and let's go. To start, 1 minute shoulder rolls. Let's get started. So again, it does not matter what direction you take, as long as you are doing your best to roll those shoulders. So important, especially because we are going to be doing some lifting. We want to make sure that we use these shoulder rolls as a time to recover. So it's good to loosen them up right now before we start our major moves. And then as you're rolling, think about which direction you're going. And if you want to go the opposite direction, you're more than welcome to, or just stay in the same direction. Doesn't really matter as long as you are rolling those shoulders. Just about ready to begin our very first move, so let's go ahead and get ready. And so be ready to just move with this next transition here, and that will be the 1 minute arm extensions. So for this one, you're going to make sure that you extend your arms to the side, and these really do put a lot of pressure on your shoulders and so in your upper arm. So just do your best to lift to the side. Now it's great if your bands allow you to stretch as far as to a T shape, but if you're just doing a V because you feel that your bands are a little bit tight, just like mine, that's okay. Your lifting is going to give you still a good resistance no matter what, as long as you're pulling as high as you can without having to overextend. And you should feel these in your arms already. You're doing great. Keep going. Just about done with these, and we're going to transition. And so we have the 1 minute bicep curls coming up. Get ready to transition. Now these curls should transfer all of this resistance to your biceps now. So just curl. Do your best to curl all the way up and bring those not too far down where you are at full rest, but just enough to know that you're going to bring them right back up. And again, keep that posture. Make sure you have a good balance on that stepper. Make sure you're breathing. Let your mind go somewhere if you're not wanting to feel all that resistance in your arms. Regardless, just keep curling. You've got this. You're almost done, and we're back to those shoulder rolls so that you can rest your arms and recover. Almost there. So we'll be to the 1 minute shoulder rolls just about now. Go ahead and start rolling those shoulders. Use this time to recover. Again, doesn't matter which direction your body took you. You could have gone forward or backward as I did. And you can maintain in the same direction the entire minute, or halfway through go the other direction. Regardless, don't be afraid to exaggerate those rolls as you maintain balance on your stepper and you hold on to those bands. It's important to get these rolls to help your shoulders recover in between the lifting and the curls. And you are doing great. Stay with it. You've got this. Keep going. Just about done with this recovery. And now we're going to move on to the 1 minute front lifts. So be ready to transition and start lifting in front of you. Again, remaining balanced, staying with your breathing. Now you're moving all that resistance to the front. Keep stepping, stay at your pace. You can go a little bit slower or a little bit faster, as long as you know where your body's taking you at your pace. Just keep lifting. Extend those arms to the front. Oh, we're already halfway through. Keep going. You've got this. Just about 15 seconds left and we will transition to the next move. So be ready with those bands, cross them, and now you're doing the elbow lifts. 1 minute. I got a little bit too excited and started a little bit early. And sometimes that's what your body does. You just gotta go with the flow. But here we are with the 1 minute elbow lifts. Again, you're just doing your best to lift up your elbows to the sides. Don't forget to breathe. Halfway through. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep lifting, almost done. And so now you're back to those 1 minute shoulder rolls. Again, rest yourself from having to lift or curl. Hold on to those bands as you roll your shoulders. So your band should be back to the sides now as you are rolling your shoulders. Again, don't be afraid to exaggerate these rolls so that you can really allow your arms and your shoulders and your neck and your back to recover. You're doing great. We're going to move on to 2 moves and then back to these shoulder rolls, and our first segment will be done. Remember, there are 3 segments, so you can go at your will. 1 minute tricep lifts is next. And there we are. So lift. Keep lifting. Keep breathing. Again, do your best to not let your bands pass the sides of your body as you are putting all the resistance to the back. You've got this. Almost done with these. Now we're moving on to the 1 minute side curls. Again, do your best to curl all the way up. If you're not able to go all the way up, as long as you're curling, just feel the resistance. And you are doing great. Keep going, keep breathing, keep stepping. Almost done with these. Keep curling, you got this. Now we're back to those 1-minute shoulder rolls. And there we are. Go ahead and roll. You've earned it. Recover. Remember to go the opposite direction halfway through if you'd like. Otherwise, just keep rolling whichever way your body has taken you. And we are just done here after these shoulder rolls with our first segment. And if that's all you've got for today, well done. Otherwise, we're going to move on to our next segment. Halfway through the shoulder rolls, again, use this time to recover. Let your neck relax, your back, your shoulders, your arms. And then we will move to the next transition. And that'll be right back to those 1-minute arm extensions for the second segment. There you are. Keep lifting, you've got this. Keep going. Just almost done with this, and we are going to transition to the next move. So hang in there. 1-minute bicep curls coming up. Get ready. So now all that resistance is transferred to your biceps. Just curl. Keep breathing. You're doing great. Keep going. Do the best you can. And just focus. Focus on your breathing. Stay at your pace. Hang in there. Almost done with these. And we are back to those 1-minute shoulder rolls. Let's get going with those shoulder rolls again, well earned. Exaggerate those rolls. Really get those arms to rest and recover. Loosen back those shoulders and that back and that neck. Those arms are wanting you to just keep rolling. Let them rest. Hold on to those bands. Still feeling resistance from the bands, but at least you're not lifting or curling right now while we recover. You're doing great. Almost done with the shoulder rolls, so keep rolling and you'll be ready to move to the next transition, and that'll be the 1-minute front lift, so be ready. Here we are. Just lift in front of you. Do your best to lift. Just stay with your breathing. You got this. Stay with it, already halfway through. Almost there. We're going to transition to those 1-minute elbow lifts, so be ready to cross your bands. And go ahead, cross those bands and lift with your elbows. Do your best. Keep stepping, keep lifting. You got this. Just keep breathing. Almost done with this. Hang in there. And we are back to those 1-minute well-earned shoulder rolls. So go ahead. Place those bands back to your side. Reposition. Recover. Roll those shoulders. Let those arms rest from the lifting or the curling. Let your neck and your shoulders and your back and your arms recover as you roll those shoulders whichever direction, whether you're going backward or forward or both. If you decide to switch halfway, it is fine. If you decide to keep going the same direction, that's fine. The idea is that your shoulders are rolling, using this time to recover before our next transition. You've got this. You're doing great. 1-minute tricep lifts is coming up, so be ready. And again, you're doing your best to not let those bands pass your sides as you're lifting toward the back. Extending those arms, feeling all that pressure in your triceps. You got this. Just keep breathing. You're already halfway through this one, so keep lifting back. Feel all of that tension in the back of your arms. You're doing great. Almost done with these. Now we're to the 1-minute side curls. Be ready. Just curl to the side. Stay balanced. Stay focused on your breathing, on your curling. Whichever way your mind brings you to. Just remain strong and keep going. You've got this. You're doing great. Halfway through this one, and when you get to your shoulder rolls, you will have a decision to call it a day, because it'll be the end of the second segment, and we'll be moving on to our last segment. No matter where you stop, you've done a lot to already go through the first and second, so good for you. So next is the 1-minute shoulder rolls, and you can finish with the shoulder rolls or stop now. Either way, great job. Smile to know that you've gone this far. As we keep going to the last, for those of you who want to get to the very end, keep rolling those shoulders. Recover. Again, your neck and your shoulders and your back and your arms are thanking you right now from taking a rest from the lifting and the curling. Keep stepping, keep breathing, keep rolling your shoulders. You're doing great. Be happy at the conditioning that you are feeling Yes, those arms are tired, but right now you're at recovery. So finish this one strong. We're going to move to the 1 minute arm extensions for our last segment. You've got this. Doing great. Again, as long as you're lifting and extending your arms to the side, then that is wonderful. You should be feeling these in your upper arms and your shoulders. And yes, feeling a lot of pressure there, but you're halfway done. So you just keep going. Keep breathing. Stay with your balance. Almost done with these. We're going to transition. You've got this. 1 minute bicep curls coming up, so get ready to transition. And there you are. You've just transferred all that pressure from the side of your arms to your biceps. So curl as far up as you can. Regardless, you are curling, staying balanced as you are continuing to step, as you're continuing to curl. Keep breathing. Already halfway through. You got this. Hang in there. Almost finished with these. We're going to move back to those 1 minute shoulder rolls. Again, recover, roll those shoulders. It's okay to sweat. It means we are working hard. It's part of knowing that you are pushing hard, pushing forward, staying strong. Roll those shoulders. Let that neck thank you, and your shoulders and your arms and your back as you roll your shoulders either forward or backward or both. We'll use this time to recover as we're going to get ready to transition to our next move. So we are to our 1 minute front lifts. Be ready to transition. Stay with it. Extend those arms to the front. Never hyperextend your elbows. Just lift towards the front as you keep your balance. Stay with your breathing. Keep a good pace. Keep lifting. You're already halfway through. You got this. Now we're going to move on to the 1 minute elbow lifts. So be ready. Cross those bands. And go ahead and start lifting those elbows. Do your best. And breathe. Keep stepping. You've got this. Halfway through. Stay with it. Almost done. Now moving back to those well-earned 1-minute shoulder rolls. Go ahead and put those bands back to your side and roll. Smile because you are almost to the finish line. You've got this. Just recover those shoulders, those arms, that neck, that back. Get ready for one more big push and we will be done for today. So roll those shoulders whichever direction you want, forward or backward or both. Keep rolling. Let those arms rest for right now as we get ready to push strong. You got this. Pushing strong to the finish. 1-minute tricep lifts coming up, so get ready to transition. And there we are. Again, making sure those bands don't pass your side. As you are lifting toward the back, feeling the pressure in your triceps, really getting that resistance in that area. Keep breathing. Keep stepping. Already halfway through. And we're just about done for our next and last transition, for our last move. And that will be the 1-minute side curls. Get ready and start curling to the side. You've got to be smiling right now, knowing that you pushed hard today. And your finish will be those shoulder rolls. So this is really it right here. Curl, curl off to the finish line. Keep going. You've got this. You are doing amazing. You have been doing amazing, and we're already halfway through these side curls. Before you know it, you will be done. So finish strong. You've got this. You are doing great. So here we arrive to our last 1-minute shoulder rolls that we have so earned. Our last segment done. Good for you. Roll those shoulders. Get that neck back and that shoulder back and your back and your arms recovering. Thanking you for a good workout. As you bring them back to their recovery. You did great today. Let's go ahead and earn these shoulder rolls. Well done, just about done here. Finish strong, roll, roll, roll. And well done, good for you.
Got a good sweat today. In the words of my mother, God bless us all. Do make the rest of your day great and keep on going. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.